Hello my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Back Collectibles, your one stop for all things high-end statue collecting reviews and unboxings and so much more. And we have a very special treat here. This is a Marvel piece from our friends over at XM Studios, and I have to give a major shout out to our friend Eric Babcock. Eric has done a number of these reviews for us. Now he doesn't want to appear on camera. He wants me to share my thoughts on this piece. But today we're going to be talking about the quarter scale Spider-Man 2099, and this is, I believe, the first time we've ever talked about a Spider-Man 2099 on the channel. But let's dive into this piece here. As you can see, it's gorgeous. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. Look at the colors here. It is a dynamic statue. Now this is not your Peter Parker statue. This is Miguel O-Hara. Definitely 50% man, 50% spider. It's a futuristic take of the character, and so maybe some of you might not be as familiar with this, but I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted by Eric's amazing backgrounds he has back there. But anyway, look at the colors here. You have red, you have blue, you have black, and they all work very well together. We know that XM always does a great job of painting these things, and this piece is without exception. Like, it is really, really nicely done. I know Eric is very pleased with his. You can see the texturing there. The great thing about XM is there's always a subtle difference with some texture, with some smoothness. It's not overly textured, in my opinion, most of the time. I feel like they do a nice job. Look at the webbing. It's just really, really unique and different with how they're able to sculpt these things, and I'm just very impressed overall with this piece. The ES on this one, just to let you guys know, is set at $3.99, so there's not very many of these worldwide, again at quarter scale, and this does feature two head sculpts, which we will look at here momentarily. But the base is really interesting, a lot of grays, a lot of silvers. You even see some black effects, but I really want you to notice the texturing there. That looks really, really good in those damaged areas. XM always does a really good job with the paint on the bases and just the execution overall with the bases, in my opinion. But again, obviously the main event here is going to be Spider-Man himself. I love the fact that it's kind of this leaning sideways portrait, or not portrait, but pose. And I think that this is really well done. Obviously, the vehicle here that he's jumping off of looks great. The oranges, again, it's a nice contrast with those blues. Orange and blue go very, very well together, unless you're a Denver Broncos fan, of course. I'm a Chiefs fan, so I have to say that. But anyway, this is really cool. It's got the handlebars there. You can just see that it's been shredded apart, but again, very futuristic looking. And it's very cool to see all of the intricate details, as you can see. The white, the gray, there's some blue in there as well, some light blue. But again, it really doesn't distract or take away from the figure itself, in my opinion. But I do like that it's at an angle. I think that is really, really cool. You see the robotic type arm there with the propeller. It's just really neat the way they designed this, and again, I really like the overall art direction on this piece. I think it looks great. There's always these pieces that people might be concerned about leaning and things like that. It's not something that I would really be concerned about. Obviously, these are well manufactured and well keyed in. And it just looks like he's sliding down. Like, it looks really cool. Like he's going to slide down, jump off of this thing. He's riding it down, and overall, again, I'm just really impressed with it. Look at the way that the damage on the bottom. You see, it's all crumpled up together. Like, that is smart. That is smart looking engineering. It just looks like it has been thrashed. And obviously the artists here did their homework in how to make that look, because it just does look fantastic. You notice the blue color on his hand there, and the way it again reflects off that black base. Just a lot of really good positive things going for this one. I don't really see any negatives, quite frankly. Obviously, even the price point on this, $9.69 from most retailers, $9.69 USD. So again, that's not too bad for a quarter scale piece from XM. So no complaints there. Look at the texturing on his mask. Look at the way it's separate from the front to the back of that blue with the red popping off. It is just really, really brilliant, in my opinion. Now, of course, like I said, this is the first of two portraits. Again, 1/4 scale. Let me give you dimensions really quick. 15.35 inches long by 13 inches deep by 17.71 inches high. So it's going to have a sizable, not massive footprint, but it is going to take up a little bit of space in your collection, but not a ton here at quarter scale. But look how dynamic that is. I really like it. I'm really glad that he's posed the way he is. I think it just is perfect for this statue. I think it really captures it really well. Okay, so like I said, let's go ahead and now move on to that unmasked portrait. Again, this is Miguel O-Hara. Not Peter Parker, so if you are confused again about this character, I don't think he's as known, obviously, as Spider-Man is, but for all of us comic book nerds out there, of course, we definitely know who this is. So I think the unmasked portrait is good. I personally like the masked portrait better. I don't always like rage faces, if that makes sense. I think sometimes they look a little teethy, but I do think that the portrait looks okay to me. It's something that, again, I would not personally display it like this, but again, I think Eric liked his overall, and I think the sculpt looks fine. I think the hair looks great. Again, it does feel very comic book-like to me. I like the wrinkles in his nose there. You can really see him straining. So I mean, it's well sculpted. It really is. It's just really well done. But again, it's just not something that necessarily I would display him like that. But I do think, I mean, especially from that angle right there, with the way it captures the shadow in the shot, like it is well done. I mean, there's no question. But again, it's just not for me. Me personally, I would definitely display it with the mask. Again, the webbing on the back, I love the flow of it. It's almost like a cape kind of, but it looks really cool. It's almost like a translucent material. I don't know if that's polystone or kind of a plastic material. I'm not really sure, but it's really well done. Again, you notice the shading of the black with the blue. So it's not just straight blue. It's not just straight shiny blue. There are various shades of black in there. I don't see any oversprays. I think it looks really clean and crisp overall. Maybe the chest emblem, the red areas could be a little bit brighter, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the character as much. Again, I'm the Batman statue collector, so again, I'm talking about a Spider-Man character, but I do love Spider-Man. I love his Rogues Gallery. It's my second favorite Rogues Gallery, so anything Spider-Man I'm cool with. But again, I think that the overall portrait, again, looks great. The overall art direction looks good here, but again, I just personally really prefer that masked portrait. And now with that said, I do want to show you, it does come with a beautiful art print, which is really nice. So again, it does reflect the statue. I know not art prints are not everybody's cup of tea. I know it used to be, people demanded them, but I know some people could care less about them. But I think this one is really well done. I think it's beautiful art. I love the city behind him with those purples. I just think it's really cool, and I think these would pair up very, very nicely with the statue itself. Again, these are not for resale or anything like that. They just come with the statue as a free gift, basically. A thanks, if you will, for purchasing this particular item. So again, just to kind of recap this particular piece, again, Spider-Man 2099, ES of 399. This is quarter scale. 2 head sculpts on this of Miguel O-Hara, of course, the unmasked portrait, 15.35 long, 13 deep, 17.71 inches high, and it does retail from most retailers at $9.69. You might be able to get it a little cheaper or a little bit more expensive depending on where you buy it from. I think it is available most areas of Asia. But again, I think it's really cool. And again, thanks again so very much to Eric Babcock for filming this for us. I do want to turn it over to you guys though now. What do you guys think about this piece? I mean, look at the detail on the base. What do you guys like about this one? What do you dislike? Is it something that you are adding to your collection? Or are you considering it because of this review? I always love to hear that. So again, thank you guys so very much for doing that. And thank you for taking the time to check out my thoughts on this piece. But I always love reading yours as well. So anyway, I think this is really well done. I personally do not think you can go wrong with this piece if you pick it up. I think it will add a lot of color, a lot of dynamic nature to your collection, if you will. And I just think it's a fun piece. I don't really see anything wrong with it. I think it's great. And I would love to know your thoughts, like I said, down below. If this is your first time watching, I do ask that you guys please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, click that notification bell. Make sure you choose all, that way you don't miss any of this content. And if you do want to take it one step further, I would love you to hit the join button down below. That does give you early access to my videos and great collector videos like this. And again, if you ever want to share your collection or your video and do a review on the channel, please hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. batcave@gmail.com. I would love to feature your stuff on the channel and share it with the rest of the community. So again, please leave your comments, leave these videos if you want to. I just can't thank you guys enough from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to check out this content. And again, thanks again to Eric as he continues to show us these incredible details on this particular piece, again from our friends over at XM Studios. And it's just really exciting to see anything that they produce in quarter scale, and I for one am really excited to see some of their Batman things coming out within the next year or so. So anyway, thank you guys again so very much for checking out the video today. I really appreciate it again, and I will see you soon right here in the Batcave. Bye everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.